Just to be clear, I take all the money if I can do between 300 and 400 push-ups.
600 says no way, Gramps.
Oh, nice. All right?
Let's see it.
Okay.
One,
2,
3, 4.
Oh. You're not entertained.
Hey, whoa. You said you were going to do between 300 and 400.
Right, I win the bet.
You did 4 push-ups, bro.
4 is between 300 and 400, right?
I'm just laughing at this clip, because a lot of us behave like this man. This man made a statement, and the statement was lucid for anybody to listen to understand. Of course, if you are not emotional. But these guys, they were emotional about it. They got carried away by emotions. They were not logical about the statement that the man made. The man said, it's simple, that he could do between 300 to 400 push-ups, right? Simple statement. But they didn't listen to understand. They listened to interrupt. They listened to compete. They listened to shame the man to tell him there's no way you can be able to do that. Probably they were thinking, oh, there's no way this old man can be able to do 400 push-ups. They were thinking at the back of their head, 400. They were not thinking between 300 to 400. That's what emotions does to you. When you're emotional about something, you forget to read in between the lines. They were emotional about it. They were not logical about it. This man made a clear statement, very lucid statement. Anybody could be able to listen to understand if you're not emotional about it. He said, I could do between 300 to 400 push-ups. And they all said, no, there's no way you could do that. And, they put money as a bet. And this man, all he needed to do was do 4, and he wins the money. And he did 1, 2, 3, 4, and voila, you won the money. And when he wanted to pick up the money, they were like, no, you haven't been able to do what you said you would do. You said you would do between 300 to 400. He said yes. I said I would do between 300 to 400. When he repeated it, suddenly their emotion flew through the window, right? Their eyes opened to see, their ears were open to listen, to understand. And that's when they became logical about what the man said. Initially, they were emotional about it. But now, suddenly, they were made to think. And the moment they were made to think, they realized that the man said something they didn't listen to understand before. Now they could easily understand what he said. Between 300 to 400. And because of that, they lost their money. You see, when it comes to effective communication, we need to put our emotions in check. Or trust me, we need to be logical about it. Oftentimes we are just eager to respond. We are not eager to listen to understand. We are eager to listen, to interrupt, and to respond. And in doing so, we end up missing the vital information the person is trying to, to send to us. And that's what the emotion does to all of us. I'm talking to myself as well. When we're emotional about something, it has a way of blinding us from, reading in between the line, blinding us from listening to understand. And that's why it's very important. When it comes to effective communication, we've got to listen to understand. We need to listen, process, and then be able to understand before we open our mouth and start talking. We need to be logical about it. When it comes to effective communication, we've got to listen to understand, not just listen to interrupt, not listen to just talk. No, you need to listen to understand. It's like you get a contract and they give you those terms and conditions. A lot of us who don't read it. The only time we are made to read it is probably you want to get a different contract, we want to renegotiate your contract, and then they'll refer you to a chapter in that terms and condition. That's when you are forced to read it. And by that time, you realize that you have been screwed. And that's the thing, is it's very important for us to put our emotions in check. When we are listening to people to understand, we need to put our emotions in check. No matter how we feel, put your emotions in check so you can be able to listen to understand. I'm talking to myself as well. I used to be like this, man. And then you realize you messed up because you end up saying the things you should not have said. You end up reacting the way we should not have, reacted to. So yeah, I hope we will not end up like this men, whereby we'll react emotionally and end up losing our money. Thanks for watching. I hope you subscribe and share. Udo.